Today I'm going to show you guys how to install the Tusk UTV quick release cargo system that is cage mounted on your Polaris RZR XP 1000 or XP4 Turbo. Now the cage mounted kit comes with the driver and passenger side. The installation process is straightforward, so let's go ahead and get started. To start out, we're on the driver's side backbone. We're going to install both of the clamp halves. So I'm just taking these apart with a 5mm Allen. So we've got some wires running up the backbone. I'm going to pull some slack in the wire to mount this stuff up. Then we're threading everything together by hand. You want to leave all this stuff loose enough you can adjust it. Then I'm just getting that tight enough it's not going to slide down. I've got the mount facing out. Then we'll do the same thing for the lower clamp, and we're going to measure out the 15 inches and make any adjustments. And these can be further adjusted once we have everything together. Doesn't matter exactly where they are on this tube yet. Then we can install the cargo rack with the two M10 by 16mm flange bolts. Now that we have everything loosely installed, I'm going to center up the clamps on the backbone, and then you want to make sure the rack is both level, and if you're looking from the back, you want to make sure it's not twisted in or out. You want it straight up and down. Now, even though we're tightening everything up right now, if you need to make adjustments to this later on for clearance, you can do that. Now we need to remove the plate so we can install it on the box. Now over at the bench, we need to prep the panniers. So with this, we're going to be installing some brackets and hardware into it. We're going to start with the latch mounts. And on the side of the box, we're just going to line up the holes that are already existing in this box. And we've got the M5 hardware, or the M5 screws. They're going to go through that mount, then through the box. And we've got a washer and the acorn nut on the inside. Then you want to open the latch up, and we're going to install all of the hardware in these 4 mounting locations. And I'm going to use a screwdriver and 8mm socket to tighten it all down. And I'll flip it around and do those same steps on the other side. Now I'm going to lay a soft cloth on the workbench. I'm going to set the pannier on it. That way it doesn't get scratched up. I'm going to take my tape measure, and we need to mark out the mounting location for the mount. So I'm going to take the tape measure, and from the top I'm measuring down 4 inches. I'm going to make a little dot. Since we have black ink on black paint, it's going to be a little harder to see, but that is why we're doing it this way. And then I'm also going to mark 4 inches in from each side, and this is going to help us center that mount up. Now this next step, you can get a straight edge. That might be the easiest way to do this, but I'm going to draw a straight line from the 2 marks that we drew from the top. Now we're going to take the mount, we're going to put the flat side down. I'm going to center it up on these marks, and then I'm going to mark all of the mounting locations. So this is what it should look like. We've got our 4-inch line from the top, and then 4-inch lines from each side, and then these are all of our mounting locations right here. So at this point, I'm going to use an auto centering punch. I'm going to mark all of those spots with it, and then use an 11/32 drill bit to drill those out. Now before I drill this out, I'm just going to verify that all of those punch marks are in the right spot. We're looking good, so I'm going to go ahead and drill them out. To install the mount, I'm going to take 7 washers. I'm going to place them at each mounting location on the outside of the box. We'll set the mount on top. Then we have 2 different sizes of bolts. So these ones right here, they're 25mm long. These ones are 20mm long. We're going to take these 20mm long ones. We're going through the top 3 mounting locations from the outside. Then we have the support bracket. That's going to go on those same 3 bolts from the inside. We'll just put those 3 nuts finger tight for now. Then for the 4 remaining holes, taking that longer bolt, we've got a washer on there. Going from the inside, come up through the bracket, we've got the nut on the back. After that, I'm going to tighten down all of the hardware and bring it over to the machine. Now I'm just using a 5mm Allen and 13mm combo wrench to tighten these down. The next step is to prep the pannier box for the hand knob. Now, when the box is clipped into place, you want to have this hand knob screwed in. That way it doesn't rattle around. And if you want to use the locks, then the box is on there secure and it's going to help prevent theft. So to get that ready, what I'm going to do, I've sourced an M8 bolt. I'm just going to screw this in to that mounting location. And if you don't have an extra bolt, you can just remove the rack and bring this over to the bench and mark where that mounting location is. But this is going to be the easiest way to do this for us. So now I'm going to get my paint pen. I'm going to mark on the end of that bolt and then set the pannier in place. That's going to mark where we need to make our hole. You just mark the paint across the top, but you can see that circle faintly all the way around. So we're just going to use the center punch over at the bench. We're going to mark that center and then drill it out. Now we can remove that bolt, and then we're going to hook the bottom of the cargo rack in place, pull out on our latch, make sure it's locked in, and then we're going to install the hand knob with that locking washer. I'm going to set the lid into place and latch it down. And then we have the keys to lock the latches. So now that we have everything installed for this driver's side, you just want to verify fitment, make sure everything's leveled up, and as long as it looks good, go back through the hardware and make sure everything's tightened down. Now from here, we can do those same steps for the other side. That completes the install for the Tusk UTV quick release cargo system. If you need this system, it's available on our website. Just click the link in the description below. We offer free shipping on orders over $75. Now, if you want to see more helpful content like this, make sure you subscribe to our channel. I'm Charles with Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Thanks for watching.